especially now, where our country at this moment, as I speak, has banned a lot of goods to come into the country. Again, that is something that is very important for a lot of us who live in this country at the moment. And what's your take on the situation that we have right now, Anshul?
Yeah, so absolutely. I think it's not just happening in Nepal, but across different countries, and it is challenging. BRK and I was just talking about it earlier, where in situations like this, e-commerce actually can help the economy get stronger, right? Because it doesn't take a whole lot of investment to get on our platform, and I think for the customer's perspective, it's much easier to find stuff online because you have a whole host of sellers versus like going to stores and finding that they're out of stuff because they haven't been imported. I think it's equally important to support local businesses. Like you mentioned, I go to the local project often. I don't know if you know the store. So I do that as well. And I think even from a business perspective, we will continue to do that. But we'll also work on cross-border initiatives, whatever we can import, specifically from like China and India, especially when it comes to fashion. I think a lot of Nepali people do want to see more Indian products. So given our capacity based on the business where it's at, we'll continue to do that given the restrictions.
I wanna just add to this. Exporting from this country, where does Daraz stand when it comes to exporting specific things that we have in this country that is probably available nowhere in the world? So could sellers within the country would be able to use the platforms of Pakistan and be able to go ahead and figure out, would Daraz be able to figure out the logistics and shipping for them to be able to ship something to Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, maybe India down the road? Would Daraz be open to this? And is there a plan for this as well between cross-border?
I discussed with the team yesterday. That, they said we need to start doing more kind of intra-group trade. So and my answer to them was that absolutely, right? For us, the easiest thing is to open a store. So if there's a Nepali seller and we believe there's a market for his or her products in Pakistan or Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, they can open up a store on the platform. We can help them do that. And figuring out the logistics is not that complicated. We can also figure that out. But it's really about making sure that there is indeed a market for those products, right? And in many places, it's, in our countries, there might be a market, but it's probably quite small. So I think if the business opportunity is there and we think there's a market, it's definitely something we can do. I think what's more interesting is trying to unlock other opportunities, like, for example, selling them in China, right? Because that we can do, right? We can help them sell on Alibaba. And that's a huge platform.
Then the world is open.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, as much as I love to keep things in the RAS because, that's my business. But I also want to do what's best for our sellers. And we are working with, for example, Alibaba.com, which is their B2B platform where we are signing up sellers in our countries to actually sell their products into the Chinese market. So that's also something we can help them with. And that's, in many cases, I think, a bigger opportunity. Actually.
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications.
This program is brought to you by Vyas Studios. Thank you very much for watching us on YouTube. Make sure that you also listen to us on Spotify.